I got a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
I was nothing bad.
Serious.
I was pretty busy in the past couple of weeks because I planned to ask you this question: how would you like the students and the people to remember you?
Right.
Guess what I did?
I don't know.
I went around and asked some of your current and former students to tell us how they will remember you, what their favorite moments are, and let's see.
Did any money exchange hands?
No. It was all voluntary.
Wow.
It was all voluntary.
Oh, wow.
You want to hear it?
Sure.
Let's see.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Rivera.
Hey, my name is Kristen Sanchez, a.k.a. just Sanchez.
My name is Desiree Lacombe.
Trisir Ballesteros.
Jasmine Valdez.
Kyle Cordova.
Sam Turner.
Lisa Roselli. Mariah Peck.
This is Jenna Birmingham.
I am Lauren Wagner, and I have worked with Terry for about 10 years.
My name is Rebecca Withy. I am the instructional assistant for the RTVF program.
Voice and diction was the first class I ever had with Finnegan. I will have to say my first impression of him was intimidation. Sheer intimidation. He's just this big, burly looking guy.
In 2006, I want to say it was broadcast journalism. He was a hard ass. He yelled at us. There was no cell phones in the classroom. He made it very clear that when he was speaking, he was the only one speaking, and made it clear that he was a Navy commander. He was not as lenient as he is now.
First time you see him, he's just like this big, strong guy, and he just looked like he just came out like retirement from like the Army or something. I was just like, oh, it's gonna be one of those classes. A couple weeks later, actually getting to know him, he's like one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Voice and diction in the spring of 2017. I was a little scared of him at first. After getting to know him, I got a better connection with him, and he kind of got me out of my shell.
He is a very gregarious individual and would be intimidating if he wasn't just so friendly. And also, he really knows what he's doing, which is great in a teacher.
My God, he's tall. He had a very pleasant demeanor about him. His smile, I noticed, and how tall he was. And he was very grateful for everything that I did. It didn't matter if I just said hi or I unlocked a door or I started cleaning things up. He was extremely grateful for everything.
The first class I took with him was broadcast writing and announcing. Pretty standard for most professors, but like I said, he did look kind of like a big softie, so I figured the class would be a lot of fun.
The first time I had Professor Finnegan was for my voice and diction class. This is a cool guy. He knows his stuff. I actually could kind of polish my skills with him.
You know, in our part-timer meetings, he was just you know what I mean? He's like the big guy, like friendly, not, you know, that Midwest Chicago kind of thing that Terry has about him.
So one of the funny things that happened was he was actually doing a lecture on a podcast. The Hotel Transylvania, my ringtone goes off, and blah, blah, blah. And so he looks up and he's like, "What? Sanchez? No, it's not me." Blah, blah, blah. It goes off again. I'm like, oh my God. There's no hiding. That was totally me.
I was always amused when Terry tried to make schedules because this entire time, these 2 semesters I've had with him, none of them have worked out. In the fall, we had the fire and things were closed. And every single class, he would come and try to have, okay, this is how it's going to be the rest of the semester. And then it just got messed up every time. And then he gave up. Sorry, Terry.
I had to bring in my stuff because I was doing like a cooking show. I had to bring in all of my ingredients to class in a cooler, in like this big cooler, for like 5 days, 5 classes in a row, because we kept on having to push mine back because we had like to shut down early because of the fires, because of all the smoke that was on campus. It was a mess, but it, like, looking back on it now, is pretty hilarious that I had to drag that huge cooler into class for 3 weeks.
There were only like maybe 9 of us in class, maybe even 7. But Terry was so stressed out, and he was just sitting on the stairs in the television studio with his head in his hands. So someone recorded him on the cameras, and then we played the Hello Darkness, You're My Old Friend song. And it was just the greatest thing ever. Like, everybody in class was dying. It was so funny.
I will always remember him because of his dedication and his laughter and his excitement for what he does. And seeing all of that, and then to be able to spend time learning from him, It's phenomenal. And he's completely influenced my life to want to go into news broadcasting.
I did a final for his voice and diction. I interviewed Rebecca, an instructional assistant, about her late husband. After he heard it, he wrote me an email, and it was very detailed of how well I did on it. And I remember I cried the first time I read it. I just never told him about it.
When I found out that Michaela got sick, Michaela's my daughter, for all of you who don't know, we found out that she had a brain tumor. You know, if they had really stuck to black and white rules, campus rules, I wouldn't have made it that semester. Him and Wags, with both of you being as supportive as you were and continue to be, I think that's something that I'll always take with me is your understanding and your compassion.
He really pushed me to try and do things like live reading, which I was very uncomfortable with. And he really kind of pushed me outside of my comfort zone so that I could do those things.
I'm a veteran as well. So I had a hard time once in the Veterans Center, and he was there to help me. He consoled me. He, gave me great advice. He was always there for us, especially other veterans as well.
I think Terry really helped me when I became a full-time faculty member, just in that he had been there himself. So he gets it. If I'm like, oh, Terry, I'm sorry, I can't talk today. I have to get a schedule done, or I have to do budget stuff, or, and he just goes, it's all right, hang in there. I had to do that too.
Terry, I just want to let you know that I'm so glad that you're going to be able to go out there and do something right now and travel and enjoy your life, because you've dedicated so much time and effort into helping others. I think it's wonderful that you help yourself and you enjoy your retirement with your wife. I personally want to thank you for everything you've done.
I just can't thank you enough for just being who you are. I'll probably bump into you from time to time at Costco still. I will still be there November and December for my pies from the wifey. And if I ever do get my YouTube channel started, just know you had a huge part of that if it's successful. So thank you, Finnegan.
I'd like to thank you for all of the support and everything that you've given me over this last year, and that you'd given me when I was a 17-year-old kid in your class. The influence that you gave me when I was in the Marine Corps that you didn't know about, I appreciate that as well. It was a nice boost and drive, and I hope you get to do all the travels that you talk about doing with your wife.
Thank you for all of your years of service, of pouring into 2 decades worth of students that are out making their mark out in the world. Know that you will be sorely missed, but please stay away. This is your time to relax and rest, and not stay away in a bad way, but stay away we love you from a distance. Enjoy your life. And I look forward to seeing all of your amazing excursions on Facebook. You rock.
Thank you for teaching me what news is all about. And one more thing, if I ever need a job, I'll probably be looking you up as a referral. So just be prepared for that, Mr. Finnegan.
Whatever job I get next, I'll think about everything that you taught me this semester, and I really, really appreciate everything that you've done for me and for all of the students in the class.
Enjoy your retirement. No more schedules, no more deadlines. Just go enjoy.
Just thank you for everything. I really appreciate you, and I wish you the best in life. Happy retirement. Finally.
I just want to thank you for being you. I want to thank you for your sense of humor and how you wound up approaching how to deal with me as a student. It was fun. I do thank you for the help and the support that you've given me in my time there, and even when I wasn't in voice and diction. I definitely appreciate it. Try not to judge all the new people coming up in the news, because they don't know any better. They won't have you to teach them anymore, so forgive them their faults.
I know that you and Joyce want to travel, and Ireland is on your list. If you make it to Dublin, go visit the Staircase. I lived there for a short time. It's on Ainger Street. It's a short walk down from the Temple Bar. Go to the Quays, although they spell it Quays because we're Irish and we're weird, and get a pint or a few. Enjoy some classic music. Just have a good time, Go out and enjoy. Get back to Chicago, see some Cubs games, travel, and let us know when there's events going on at the VFW, and Bill and I will show up and we'll hang out and we'll split a beer with you, or do a sweetheart dance or something like that. Hang in there. Sláinte, friend.
How did that feel?
I think I need a Kleenex. Wow. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Thank you.